This is Jakarta 101 in just 72 hours. Mosques, cathedral and insane street food. We see it all. This is how we did it. Let's go. These are my friends from Jakarta. Hey!
Behind me, and you go under the floor by the looks of it.
Use as to information and assign prayer time.
The cathedral is beautiful inside. It's all
Put it up. So behind me is Café Batavia.
Buddhist graves. These are Muslim graves.
Welcome to Chinatown, Jakarta. And today we have come to the old town. It's called Koto Tua. There's some historic squares, some food and some old buildings. Let's have a look around, straight into the video and see what's around. One thing that you do notice instantly is that this is a tourist area. So everyone here is predominantly white, Western, and there's no locals here whatsoever apart from the people who own the stalls. It's very, very, very touristy. Groups of tour people, tour guides. Interesting. Let's see.
Koto Tua is centred around Batavia or Fatilla Square. Buildings are all colonial Dutch style white buildings. There's a few museums here. There's a puppet museum, there's the bank museum and a few restaurants as well.
So behind me is Café Batavia. Batavia is the old term for Jakarta. Used to be the office of a Dunlop Tyre Company until 1992 where they converted it into a restaurant. Heard some mixed reviews about it. The food's supposed to be really good, small portions but quite expensive. Maybe we'll go in and have a look, maybe eat, maybe have a coffee, but I definitely need a bathroom.
No, we don't. So we decided to be upmarket and come in and have some food and drinks, and the prices are a little expensive, but it's a really nice atmosphere in here. It's all dark wood, teak, Indonesian wood, there's smoking, non-smoking, full bar, everything. So the historical building was built between 1805 and 1910. It took a long time to build it. So that makes it the second oldest building here in Fatilla Square. Upstairs where we are is the Grand Salon, and that is made all of Indonesian teak wood. Thank you. Drinks have arrived. They have got bintang on tap. So I've got a small one, Lee's got a big one. The food on the menu is a mix of Indonesian and Dutch food because the Dutch spent a lot of time in Jakarta.
Cheers. So I have got a bubur ayam kota, which is a chicken porridge, and it's served with salted egg and some chutneys and some crackers. Let's give it a try.
And I've gone very basic, and I've got an avocado toast with scrambled egg on, but it looks so nice.
So chicken porridge is very nice. It's a rice porridge. It's got some chicken in there, some sliced crispy bread, some fried garlic, chopped with peanuts and spring onions, some crackers on the side and some chutneys which I'm about to put on. Looks very nice though.
Give this chicken porridge a try. It's quite nice actually. That's really nice. Filling. That was really worth visiting in my opinion.
Chicken porridge was awesome, traditional Indonesian chicken porridge.
The avocado toast was actually really good too. And 2 beers, and that cost us 52,000 rupiah, which is £25.
Yeah, also cost us 520,000 Indonesian rupiah, which is £25.
Yeah, that sounds better.
So we saw something online saying it was very small portions and very expensive. I don't think £25 for 2 meals and 2 beers is bad at all, considering. And the food quality is very good. Place is very nice, like a 1920s jazz bar.
It was just a nice experience to go in. The waiters and waitresses are all in like uniform, and if you order a cocktail, they bring a cocktail cart to make it for you. Lovely.
And I think they look like live jazz bands on at the weekend. There's a band stage in there, so well worth a visit if you're in Flotilla Square.
The window seating is obviously the highly prized seating. You
Premium.
can make reservations, but it does say that at the weekends everybody has to order a main and a drink to be able to sit in the window, just as a point of reference.
There's also a few little food courts and cheap eateries around the side of Flotilla Square. Also a KFC if you need something fast foody. But overall, very nice place to visit for a couple of hours and see the older side of Jakarta. Inside this building is probably the only public toilet in Flotilla Square. It's going to cost you 3,000 rupees to do your business, but needs must, right? So in and around Koto Tua there are a few museums. One is an ancient puppet museum.
Yeah, the traditional hand-carved wooden puppet museum. There's the Jakarta History Museum, the Bank of Indonesia Museum, and the Ceramic and Fine Art Museum.
The Bank of Indonesia Museum sounds quite cool actually. We don't get a chance to go in today. I think you go inside, you have to pay, but there's a big display of gold bullion bars, am I right?
Yeah, and some like gold plaque type things I think as well.
Sounds good. But I think we're going to now try to get to Chinatown and our first experience on the Jakarta Metro.
Yeah, we're going to try the Metro. I think we've only got maybe one stop to do, but we're going to give it a go and see how much it is.
We are in Jakarta, Indonesia, to Jakarta's only public beach.
Yeah, so I've done what's commonly known as a Lucy today. So it says beach, Ancol Beach, Ancol Beach I think it is. And I thought it was just going to be a public beach and there's bars and there's restaurants on it. But actually you have to pay to get into this like whole
area.
33,000
rupees each just to pass by the gate to come into this area. There's a little beach back there, dirty water I think, little promenade, nice breeze from the sea to be fair. We'll walk a little bit further and see what there is.
I think possibly the war cemetery is also in here too. So we might go and look at that and find an ice cream too. We've walked from the beach back towards kind of the main gate, and I've redeemed myself slightly because we have found the war cemetery.
So this place is Ereveld, Ancol. It's a war cemetery, which is, they were buried the remains of 2,000 people who lost their lives to the Japanese during the Second World War. So they were caught, captured, executed by the Japanese, beheaded lots of them, and just left in a swamp in this area behind me. This is now the cemetery.
These shaped graves are for the Buddhist graves, and on the other side these are Muslim graves.
The whole cemetery is very, very beautiful, peaceful and well kept. Very sad, and most of the people in the cemetery were executed and beheaded by the Japanese in the Second World War. So the ones here says on the back end means unknown, unknown graves. There's also a records section behind me where all the records of the people who are buried here are recorded. I think mostly Dutch and Indonesian people are buried here. As I said, all executed, beheaded by the Japanese in the Second World War. To be fair, Lucy didn't make such a bad call after all. We walked a little bit further down past the war cemetery and it's quite busy. It looks like a UK seaside resort maybe. Lots of little stands, ice cream, food, a bit of garden, some statues and some beach, and it's quite busy. Looks like a lot of the Indonesian families come here with a tent. If you're spending some time in Jakarta, it's a good place to come. There's a beautiful breeze up across the sea and it might be a nice place to spend a couple of hours.
Yeah, I didn't make such a bad call actually after all. It's really nice down here. You can hire mats. There's food places everywhere. There's a McDonald's and the beach is really clean.
And if you do choose to come here for a while, you will be the only non-local, I am sure, as we are. But everybody's so friendly, saying hello mister, hello ma'am, how are you? Very friendly. Also some quite big covered areas covered with domes, keep you out of the sun. But overall, it's probably a nice place to spend a few hours away from the city, especially if you're a local. Price of 33,000 rupees per person, £1.55 or...
So actually I didn't do quite such a Lucy as we thought. I think we were just maybe in the wrong area slightly. If you are going to come down here, I'd come down to the beach pool area. That seems to be where all the stalls are and it's quite busy. The beach actually is lovely. It's super clean. There's loads of families, loads of locals. You can hire a mat to sit on or for on the beach for 30,000 for the day. There's loads of kids paddling and swimming, and because it's like an enclosed like lagoon that's really calm, it looks nice to swim in actually.
Yeah, actually at the end of it, highly recommended. There's the added bonus of the war cemetery just a little bit further down the beach. Yeah, somewhere to come definitely if you come to Jakarta.
There's loads of boats you can hire as well that'll take you up and down all the way. And I also believe down here is the theme park and the sea life centre as well, which obviously will be an extra payment.
Small part of our visit to Jakarta. Check out our Jakarta playlist in the description. Welcome to Chinatown, Jakarta.
So also known as Glodok, and this is the largest Chinatown within Indonesia.
Most of the traders in this area are of Chinese descent, and Chinatown can be traced back to 1740. As I was saying, just off the main street in Chinatown, there is a food court. Lots of Chinese, Indonesian food stalls selling everything. Also selling beer. We're just going to find a bintang. I'm going to sit down and have a cold drink. It's been a long, hot day today. The food court we've just been in is called Petak Enam. It's just here. Across from this. There's just literally food stalls of all kinds, different vendors than you see in the centre of Jakarta, different foods, different types. This is a very different vibe, very, very local. Lots of fruit and vegetable stalls, street food stalls. You can definitely feel the Chinese influence around, the colours and the lanterns. The noodles in the boiling water, that's the good. Around, make sure they're done. So balls on the top, chicken, spicy chicken on the top with the sauce. Yes, the little spice for Lucy. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
I couldn't wait, but we've also got a lemon iced tea. Very sweet. It's like a powder that they mix with the tea. Really nice, and the noodles go with it.
So what I have to eat is a mee bakso ayam. So it's noodles and chicken in a soup with the bakso balls. Looks like a little bit different to the Indonesian version. We're in Chinatown. Let's dig in and give it a try.
Try the chicken. Lemongrassy. I wasn't expecting that. That's really nice.
Gonna go for some of these noodles with some of the sauce, spicy sauce, chicken, and some of the veg. A bit of the fish ball also. The fish balls are different to what we usually have as well. In the bottom of the bowl as well, the juicy goodness is. Tasty. Just literally sat at the side of the road, like literally sat at the side of the road in Chinatown, Jakarta. Very similar to Chinatown in Bangkok. There's lots of little alleyways going down to markets. Lots of fruit and veg sellers also.
You wanna take away or eat now?
Eat now, please.
Eat now, okay. You want chili or garlic? Or both? Okay.
Just small chili.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's enough.
Perfect. Thank you. Found a stall that's selling Chinese dumplings. She said the chicken and prawn inside and 5 pieces was 25,000. She asked if we wanted garlic and chili on, and the amount of garlic she put on is unbelievable.
Oh, that is just garlic.
Let's give these a try. Like chopped up chicken, cabbage inside, the outside is soft but also crispy on the edges, and the garlic is really nice on them.
That garlic is unbelievable. Tasty though, the only shame is they're a little bit cold. The amount of garlic on those dumplings was unbelievable.
Yeah, there was a bit too much garlic actually. The dumplings themselves were really nice, would have been even better if they were hot.
I feel sorry for whoever is sat on the next seat on the plane tomorrow. Ooh, garlic. On the main street there is a Chinese mall, very Chinese mall inside with some tea shops. Food establishments and some cheap clothing. Also some ATMs in there if you need any cash, and some very clean toilets. And some very authentic Chinese restaurants like this one. And that was Chinatown, Jakarta.
It's not a massive area, it's kind of one street with some smaller streets off it and a couple of like food courts, but
definitely Chinese vibes.
Yeah, it's completely different to the rest of Jakarta. Loads of really nice looking Chinese restaurants as well. Everybody again is super friendly, super helpful. Really recommend coming for one day.
Makes a change from the usual Jakarta Street. Don't forget to check out our other Jakarta videos in the description box below. So we just came down to a legendary place in Jakarta called Jalan Jaksa.
Yeah, so Jaksa means attorney, so it was used to be famous for being a lawyer street and a big congregation of people and backpackers, but
locals, backpackers, supposed to be a few bars. There is a couple of bars, they're very empty. There's a few street food stalls as well.
It's really quiet. It's
don't know
not...
if you come on the wrong night, it's quite late at night, it's like 9 PM. So there's nothing there, there's nobody there, a few people walking around. Street food stalls, but very empty.
Yeah, really quiet.
So, unless we're missing something, it's not a place you would come if you're in Jakarta.
No.
Street food street with lots of street food stalls on. Probably looks a little bit better, might not be any bars, but we're going to go and check it out.
Yes.
But for us, Jalan Jaksa, I
flop.
can't see anything exciting to visit for. Unless you want a beer, there is some bars there with some beer available. But for me,
No.
tonight we have come to Jalan Jaksa Salim Street, a fantastic location for street food. Locals only street, I think. There's live bands playing, guitars playing, the atmosphere is amazing. There's all kinds of beautiful smells in the air. A must visit place if you are in Jakarta and you are a food lover. So the first stop is to sample a very famous and very traditional Indonesian dish called nasi goreng at a place called Nasi Goreng Gila. They do a massive amount of nasi goreng and mee goreng. Nasi goreng is fried rice and mee goreng is fried noodles. So this place does both. We've gone for the nasi goreng with chicken. Let's go inside and see what it's like. Actually, these guys just laughing at me because I know what MSG is. They'll laugh when I say, is that MSG?
Food's just come. Nasi goreng ayam, which is rice, like a stir-fried rice with chicken, and we've got some crackers and a bit of cucumber on the side as well.
Gara-gara gigi sih, jadi pas sakit nyampe Bandung hari 2 lah, hari kedua tuh udah mulai.
That's super hot and fresh, just cooked, spicy, soy saucy, super spicy, nice.
Kemarin di Bandung berapa hari?
Kita datang pulang Jumat.
Mas Abid datang kami.
Table's got some pickles on it.
Berarti Renda nggak jadi ikut.
Dia pengen ke Bali juga dia. Pas.
A bite with the pickles.
Mana-mana kemana kalau di selatan.
I like it with a bit of vinegar on it, it's nice.
Authentic nasi goreng ayam. It's so nice. There's a hot wok in there, super spicy. This one's got some chicken in it.
Nasi goreng maut.
So traditionally nasi goreng, some chilli in there. They fry the chilli with the garlic, some onions, fry some egg, maybe some spring onions. Throw in the chicken. Super spicy, very nice. Also in there is some kasap manis, which is sweet soy sauce. So with some of these Indian, some of these kind of prawn crackers, they've all got the coloured edges. Forget the name of them. Leave it in the description box below. Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
First one down, nasi goreng ayam. Very, very delicious. The guy is so helpful. Really, really nice guys. So what is next? I think we're going to look for some satay maybe. So satay ayam, chicken satay or beef satay or lamb satay or with a spicy peanut sauce. Let's see what we can find.
Just one chicken, please. Malai.
I found a satay place called Taichan Kamto. Some freshly charcoal grilled chicken satays with some peanut sauce. Looks very nice.
Portion of chicken satay is that satay sauce that's really rich. 10 pieces of satay to share.
So satay ayam, it's arrived. Chicken skewers with a peanut sauce. As Lucy said, it looks super duper rich. I just dipped my finger in there while Lucy was talking to some random person, and it's very peanutty. Topped with some crispy fried garlic, I think. Let's dig in.
That sauce is completely different to the one that we had earlier today. That's not spicy, that's just super rich and peanutty.
Okay, got to try for one of these satay sticks. Got the top one with all the crispy onions on. In fact, I'm going to double up and have two. Crispy garlic. Tender, the sauce is very, very peanutty.
That sauce is incredible. It's quite, maybe it's soy saucy as well, but really peanutty and rich. Nice. Got to rehydrate it in the sauce and get as much as possible on.
Satay's demolished, 10 pieces, 40,000 rupiah. Food smell just everywhere, lights, aromas. The easiest way to get to and from Jakarta Airport to avoid the traffic is to get the airport shuttle. So it's from the BNI Metro station or the BNI train station. Direct to the airport takes about 40 minutes. If you get stuck in traffic, it's going to take 2 to 3 hours to get to your airport or to your destination. Getting the metro is going to cost you around 30,000 rupees then to your accommodation. So save some time, save some money, and save a headache. You just get your tickets at the machine. If it asks you to put a phone number in, you can just put all the zeros. Insert.
I couldn't say. Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Tickets were 70,000 rupiah each, and it's a direct train, no seating allocation. Departs at 8 minutes past 1, and we should get to the airport at 5 to 2. So 70,000 is about £3.50. So it's a much cheaper option than getting a taxi, and it is traffic free, so it should be a lot quicker as well. So the airport train takes you so far, and then you have to change at the airport to a Skylink train to get to the direct terminals. And obviously if you are coming the other way, you have to get the Sky train to the train station, then the train into the city.
So on the train to the airport, super duper simple actually.
Yeah, you buy tickets in the station, it's all really clearly labelled, super easy, no traffic, and the train's huge as well, so many empty seats on it.
And all the legroom. Reclining seats. So the seats recline, there's a toilet on the car.
This is so much better than getting in a taxi. Saves a lot of stop-start
100%.
hassle.
So we came here in a taxi from the airport to central Jakarta. This is much cheaper and much easier. It took us about an hour and a half in the car, and they say if you get in traffic, so morning time and afternoon time after work, you're looking at 2 to 3 hours. So this is just super easy. zero sweaty armpits.
Takes the stress out of doing it, for me especially.
And if no Lucy, even stress-free. Also, USB chargers. Just a 2-minute walk from the train station to the SkyTrain.
On the SkyTrain.
This is why you should never ever ever travel by road from Jakarta to the international airport or backwards. In this video we're going to show you why you should never ever travel by car or road to or from Jakarta International Airport into the centre of Jakarta. So the national monument is in Merdeka Square. Merdeka means freedom. This is one of the largest squares in the world. It's a square kilometre. It's 5 times the size of Tiananmen Square in China. National Monument is behind me. It's there. We're going to go and see if we can go up the monument and see if there's a great view from the top.
This square is used for parades and military exercises as well, and there is a deer park apparently somewhere in the treed area and some fountains. There's football pitches. Surrounding the square there is the mosque, the cathedral, the National Library and the museum as well. To get into the monument you need to be at the desk behind me, and you go under the floor by the looks of it in a corridor, and then you pay at the other side. The top is closed, but he says we can go like to the viewing platform halfway up, and that's 5,000 per person by the looks of it. So the top is sold out, so I'm not sure if you can book that in advance. That might be worth looking at. To the middle and the museum it is 50,000 for 2 people. If you have a tourist card or a tourist pass, it's a lot cheaper, so that might be something if you're here for a while looking into.
Just under the road there's also some drinks machines for some cold water, etc. Water is priced at 5,000 and a Coke will cost you 10,000. There's also free water filling stations inside the monument grounds, but bear in mind in hot weather the water that comes out of the end is quite warm actually.
Indonesia is prominently a Muslim country, and at the moment you can hear call to prayer and you can hear it kind of reverbing around the city, like as the mosques start at a slightly different time, and it sounds beautiful. I love it. So actually I don't know if it was worth going in if you can't go up to the top, because you can only go kind of up the little bit of steps that you can see, so I'm not sure what you're gaining particularly from it, but we had a little look in the museum. It was good to go in.
These are my friends from Jakarta! Hey!
Indonesia!
Loads of kids and school trips out today, and they all are so friendly. They wave and say hello, they want to take pictures with you, as do quite a lot of the locals actually, so it's quite nice. Everybody's really friendly. The surrounding park of the monument is full of beautifully looked after green areas. think at the weekend it's very popular with the locals to come and picnic in and play sports in and just relax in. It's really beautiful.
So that was Monas National Indonesian Monument. Well worth a visit. Beautiful park area around it. Not sure it's worth going up the monument unless you go to the top, as like Lucy said, it's just up a few steps. Gonna move on now to the next place. Check it out. As you walk out of the main gates from the Mona International Monument, directly across the road behind me is the presidential palace called Istana Gambir. It's one of the 7 presidential palaces in Indonesia. Let's go across and have a quick look. FYI, can't go to the presidential palace. We just committed suicide playing chicken across the road. Got to the other side and some soldier ran to us with a gun and said no, no, no. Sent us back across the road. We just got back and he waved at us, so it's all good. Stay on the other side of the road, just take some pictures, I guess.
Along from the presidential palace is the Ministry of Home Affairs and the Republic Court, which is the highest court in Indonesia.
Where the presidential palace is, there's a few government buildings. Just past another one that's not even on the map. It's very secretive, lots of army vehicles inside, guns at the door and soldiers with guns also, so not too many pictures from that one, I'm afraid. So just across from the mosque is an ATM. All around it is also some little street food stalls where you get some food and some water. Talking of currency, so to be a millionaire in Indonesia, that's 1 million Indonesian rupiah, is 49 English pounds or 65 US dollars. So we've arrived at the mosque, just got inside. You need to come to gate number 5. You need to come to gate number 5, which is directly across the main door to the cathedral, which is across the road. It's really nice that the Islamic world and the Christian world can live in harmony and peace. So come through the gate number 5, it's free. Take a left, there's a place called, it's the bank, so BSI Bank, Indonesian bank. The ticket office is next to there. The meeting point is there. Just wait until the tour guide arrives. The tours throughout the day every 30 minutes. They start at 10 AM, there's a break at 12, there's a break at 3 PM. So just wait till the tour guide arrives and let's see what's inside. There's the mosque and just across the way are the towers of the cathedral. So we just arrived after the afternoon break, so good timing, 4 PM we're here. I'm just waiting for the guys to arrive now. There's a food court and a little souvenir area just at the back of the bank, in case you need some refreshments. Also a lot of little stalls and places to eat on the outside. Just paid 5,000 for a bottle of cold water, which seems reasonable. The usual mosque procedure, shoes off. There you can see the view from the mosque to the cathedral across the road.
So the Istiqlal Mosque here in Jakarta is the 3rd largest mosque in the world after Mecca and one of the others in Saudi. It was built in 1965 and Istiqlal means independence in Arabic. The mosque can hold 250,000 people for prayer time, and it's obviously split, as all mosques, into a men's area and a women's area.
And we call it beduk. The name Indonesia beduk. Only Indonesia. This beduk very important because long time ago there wasn't sound system and speaker. So this beduk was used as to information and assign prayer times. And then it was written 5 times a day. At Zuhur prayer 12 o'clock, Asar prayer 3 o'clock, Maghrib prayer 6 o'clock, Isha prayer 7 o'clock, and Subuh prayer 4 o'clock in the morning. For example, like this.
What would you have done if you'd not been a musician? Oh, I think I'd be a drummer. Absolutely super interesting to look inside the mosque. Tour is well worth doing. It's free of charge, of course. The guy was saying the only 2 times the mosque gets full is after Ramadan, Eid Mubarak, and Eid al-Fitr. And there's 250,000 people and the mosque is to capacity, which is absolutely amazing. Living in Qatar in the Muslim world, we know how it is, but 250,000 people praying in the 3rd largest mosque in the world. Unbelievable. Just going to now go across the road to the other side of religion, to the Christian world, and we're going to check out the cathedral. So the guy said that I said the Christian world and the Muslim world live in peace and harmony, and they respect each other. That's why the mosque and the cathedral were built across the road from each other.
Straight across from the mosque is Jakarta Cathedral. It is the cathedral of the Lady of Assumption, and it was consecrated in 1901 and is built in a Gothic style that was very particular of that time. The cathedral is beautiful inside. It's all ornate wooden and carved and stained glass windows, and the man playing the organ was really nice. It's not very often you see something like that. There are places to light candles as well if you want to, but nice to go and sit inside. It is also completely free to get in, and there are some toilets there too. Straight outside both the mosque and the cathedral there are loads of little food stalls, so satay time.
Beef satays, and also on top some crispy pork skins. It's so good.
It's spicy.
It's good. So underneath the satay is some, I think it's rice flour, cooked in a banana leaf. Crispy pork skin in the satay sauce. I'm going to smother it in that sauce. And we're going to go in for two. Best cow inside you've ever eaten. So directly outside the cathedral, there's one little satay store. The guy's really friendly, the food's amazing. You should really try it out if you're in the area around the mosque or the cathedral.
That was 50,000 for 2 plates, so £2.50.
Delicious!
Yeah.
One thing that should be mentioned about Jakarta is the traffic. Get a little bit busier now, it's the end of the day. Simple way to cross the road is walk, and they will stop. If they don't like stopping, hold your hand out like this and they'll stop. Lots of taxis slow down when they see you to the side of the road, so again just wave no and they'll drive on by. Simple way to get around the city is by Grab or Gojek. Make sure you download the app before you come. Get a couple of bonus rides, so your first ride is 9,000 on both apps. So download them both. If there's a couple of you or 3 of you, both download them, all download them and save a lot of money. Works out about 50 pence for 2 kilometers or about 9,000 rupees. We'll leave a link in the description below for the Gojek and the Grab app. As in Bali, the reliable taxis are Bluebird. Can't miss them, there's thousands of them.
So surrounding the park are several buildings such as Ministry of Religion and some financial buildings too. When the Dutch ruled, the square was used for military parades and exercises, and there was a lion's column similar to the one in London.
Just over there is the cathedral towers, they're now lit up. And a little bit further across there, that's the minaret for the mosque, the Istiqlal mosque. So you can do a lot of things in a short time in the centre of Jakarta. In the square there are also some dancing fountains and a lake. They don't seem to be turned on today though. At the other side of the park, across from the monument, behind me is the Ministry of Economic Affairs or the Ministry of Finance. Also a lot of food carts. So we're going to see if we can find a drink and some more food to eat. Let's see what there is.
Okay. 1 or 2?
Just one, please.
Okay. Butter?
Yes, please.
Butter, okay. With milk, with cheese? With milk?
No, thank you.
Okay. Ini loh dikatok dilihat dulu. Cheese?
Favourite street food snack for me? Sweet corn. Better when it's on the cob and grilled, but this will do. And this cup cost 10,000 and it's got butter on it. Super hot. You could also have milk and cheese on it too.
Directly next to the sweet corn stall is a bao bun stall, pak bao they're called here, filled with chicken, he says. Gonna have to try one.
How much? 10,000. 7?
So I just came across this bao bun stall. They're called pak bao. They said this one's chicken. Fishy steam, just took it out of the steamer. If Lucy can focus this, let's open it up. Definitely it just needs some chilli. Chicken mince. Little seasoning in there. 10,000 rupiah. Pak bao very nice. It's not as spicy as they would be in Asia. Some friends here who I'm sure might actually like.
Drinks wise, we've got a lime soda. That was 7,000 from one of the little stalls. Well, that's really refreshing. That was super nice. Very limey. Good.
Getting a little bit busy now, the sun's going down. Lots of like football teams and marching teams, a lot of joggers, people coming out to enjoy the street food. I think we're going to make our way back to the hotel, get a Gojek or a Grab and refresh and go out and find the local market later and maybe some more street food. Keep watching.